Hello bros, Inteleon strikes again. So this game I'm going to show you how to play in the early game, in the mid game, and especially in the late game in order for you to win the fight and also to maximize your win rate when you're using the Inteleon. First, in the laning phase, make sure that you have a stack of your passive in order for you to use your water gun and secure the wild Pokemons in the game. So remember bros, the water gun of Inteleon is one of the highest burst damage early in the game, so make sure you have a reservation of your passive skill. That's the blue indicator in there. There's a 3 stack of it. If you go to the wall, you will gain a stack of it, and if you use the tearful look or ability, you will gain a stack of it. And make sure bros, use your water gun for secure. It is one of the most broken thing early game when you are using the Inteleon. If the wild Pokemon is in low HP or it's in the middle area, that's the right time to use the water gun and follow up by your basic attack, because all your basic attack of Inteleon, especially when you have a stack of your passive, it crits. Also bros, take note that in the early game, your tearful look is your mobility. So here we're now in the middle game. So you will see now that I get the acrobatics and water gun. So when you're using the acrobatics to the wild Pokemons or the enemies in the team, you will gain a 2 stack of your passive. So it's just like you're using the acrobatic for mobility, jumping through the walls and using it to the enemy in order for you to reposition yourself. That's right bros, repositioning when you're using the acrobatics is very crucial to Inteleon. Do not just waste your acrobatics, use it in a play that you reposition yourself or moving backward to the opponent. And also bros, make sure that you will go at the 8 minute mark in the, because the middle is one of the highest, it gives too much XP in your team also, so you need to secure that and contest that if possible. But if you're just level 6 or level 7, still it's very good because you have the water gun. So the key things when you're using Inteleon bro is just you gain a 2 stack for your acrobatics, right? So you hit the 1 passive ability of your Pokemon, just use the basic attack, and after that the 1 remaining you will use it for liquidation. So that's the combo bros. If you have 3, you can use the 2 boosted attack, and the last one is your finishing touch, which is your liquidation. So here I got my Unite move. The Unite move of Inteleon is very good because you will gain a vision even the enemy is hiding, and all your attacks will become crit, and it is so good especially in the Rayquaza fight. And here you will see bros that I'm maintaining the distance. When you're using an attacker, you always keep your distance as always, and you will see that I have 2 stack of my ability, my passive. I just hit the liquidation, then acrobatics for repositioning. Remember, you have 2 mobilities when you're using the Inteleon. The first one is your acrobatics and the next one is your eject button. So make sure that you need to reposition every single game when you're playing this. As you've seen, I perfectly position myself in a fight where I can run and I can fight at the same time. So you can just use your liquidation and go back using your acrobatics in order for you to poke the enemy, just like I did here. I'm just poking the enemy in order for them and in order for my team to finish it. So just like that, I use my acrobatics again in a distance and using my liquidation to poke that and burst down the enemy just like that. Also bro, the camouflage is very good against all the melee types Pokemon, especially when they don't have any ability or AoE damage or just target moveset. So it is important for you to stay camouflage and reposition, always repositioning. Do not forget the repositioning and watch always the map. It is important for you when you are playing an attacker in the game because you are very squishy. You need to improve your repositioning, your map awareness in the game, and mechanics of your Pokemon in order for you to master Inteleon. So you just need to be patient, you need to use your Unite move, and you need to use your eject button. And make sure, bros, your eject button is very long cooldown, so just make sure that you use your eject button in an efficient way that is 100% safe and also 100% killable to the opponents. So here you will see I just use my acrobatics again, just one stack, so I can just poke my liquidation here using to the enemies. So I will prop my hit, then liquidation. So you will see that, right? I get a 3 boosted stack of it. So I just use my 2 basic attacks and use my liquidation. So there you will notice that I just use my liquidation there, because if I use my basic attack then use my liquidation, it just cancelled by mime. So sadly I just use my liquidation right there. There you will see attack, and liquidation. That's just the combo. So keep remembering and always use your stacking in a efficient way. Do not use your stacking passive in a reckless way. So you need to observe that and use your 2 boosted attack, and finishing touch is your liquidation, or you can just use your liquidation for poking and use your acrobatics in a defensive way. Just go back and poke your enemies just like that. And here the late game, so the late game matters is you use your unite move in a way that the opponent is in the bush or in a team fight. If they are busy just like that, it is time for you to use your unite move, but it got cancelled by mine, but it is okay, but because we wiped them. Here this fight, I noticed that Gardevoir is still alive, so he's the one of the most threat in Rayquaza because he has the higher secure here. So I'm just poking the Gardevoir here, and I just make sure that he uses his unite move in order for my team to make sure that they flip the Rayquaza. So it is your initiative if your team doesn't do anything like that. So it is your initiative to do that, because it is very important for you to notice that your team has no burst damage in order for them to get the Rayquaza, but the Gardevoir has the highest secure rate compared to your team. So make the initiative to kill the Gardevoir or make him use his unite move on you. So it's just a sacrificial lamb I used there in order for us to win the game. So it is part of my plan in order for us to win the game. So you need to really think carefully your movements. It is very important for you to know what's the weaknesses, what's your team composition, what's your team strengths in order for you to win the game and adjust your movements to them. So thank you, bros. I hope we reach 20 likes again, and like and subscribe for more type of this content. Thank you, bros, and stay hydrated as always.